All right, guys, I'm here to recap the last fight between Alexander Volkanovski and Islam Makhachev. What did we learn from this fight? Well, you guys learned that Sambo is fake. We knew that going into this fight. Islam's had some big submission victories in previous fights, predominantly over strikers. He did submit Charles Oliveira, which is obviously very impressive, but Charles Oliveira was almost unconscious at that point. Most of these things I said before the fight, everyone attacked me online. Everyone attacked me. I did the submission radio interview. They thought I was talking shit. I was talking a little bit of shit, but it was mostly the truth. And I think we demonstrated that in the fight. Everyone was terrified of these Dagestanis, and I think all it took was a few Australians to work out a way to crack this code. So again, we look at the fight and we look at what happens. Islam is an excellent freestyle wrestler. He has excellent throws as well. He combines the wrestling and the judo very well, which obviously a lot of Russians do. He does have very good pinning ability, but like I said previous, the guys that are going to be the best at pins are going to be American folk style wrestlers. Islam has freestyle wrestling. He has some Sambo submissions, but again, Sambo is not the best pure grappling art. Anytime a Sambo guy grapples a jiu-jitsu guy in a grappling setting, he gets submitted time and time again. Jiu-jitsu is better at submissions than Sambo. That's a fact. That's undeniable. Even One Championship is doing this stuff, and you saw the Sambo guy just let his leg get broken by Mikey in a million different ways.
That ankle in the beginning, and he's just going back to the basics.
Back at Quintet, I think it was 2018, we faced the Sambo team. And I guess this might be a Sambo thing, but that guy let me break his leg in a very horrible way.
As casual as you like, Craig Jones.
So I think we look at it in a pure grappling sense, in a pure submission sense. Jiu-jitsu far, far better than Sambo. Obviously, Sambo has the takedown skills that they take across to MMA, which is again, very impressive. But just like I was saying, Islam has excellent takedowns, pretty good submissions. But again, he's not a folk style wrestler. Folk style wrestlers are very good at leg riding. They're gonna ride a guy from a turtle position. He's not gonna be able to get back up very well. Islam, he takes his Sambo and freestyle wrestling and he throws in some jiu-jitsu techniques. You see, he uses jiu-jitsu moves on the ground. So when we looked at that fight, we knew that Volkanovski would be able to get back up, and he would be able to get back up through the turtle position. The only way you're gonna get up in MMA is through turtle. No one's gonna give you enough space to stand up with that 1990 technical stand-up bullshit, right? You're gonna have to turtle to get back up. I was so confident Volkanovski would be able to get back up. We released the DVD before the fight. All Islam had to do was go to BJJ Fanatics and pay that full $200. Hopefully it wasn't on discount at the time, and he would have seen the exact strategy we had to get back to the feet. Some funny things about the fight is nobody gave us a chance. I'm pretty sure Volks was like a 7-1 up to 10-1 underdog in this fight. I was getting messages about it. It was pretty funny. They were like, Islam's gonna take him down the first round. He's gonna submit him immediately. But what did we see? Islam did get takedowns. Apart from round 4, Volks was able to get back up every single time. Islam held the back in round 4, but every other round, Volks was able to get straight back up. He demonstrated that rugby is a better base for MMA and grappling than Sambo is, really. And he proved that in that fight. Yeah, it was great to prove everyone wrong in that sense, because I had thousands of comments attacking me about this. A lot of people being like, why would you bring in a jiu-jitsu guy? Obviously, we had Frank Hickman as well, the wrestling coach. But they said we didn't stand a chance at all in sort of showing Volkanovski any techniques that would hold any weight in this fight. But again, as you guys saw, he was able to win a bunch of grappling exchanges. He was even able to get on top in the 5th round. I believe if the fight gone on even one more minute, he probably would have got the finish. I think they absolutely have to do a rematch, even if it holds up both divisions. That fight was so close. I think you give round 1 easily to Islam. Round 4, obviously he held the back the entire time. You have to give it to Islam. Round 3 and 5, you have to give to Volkanovski. And round 2 was super, super close. I think it was a super tough fight to call. I was really hoping for some Australian bias with the judges there. They'd push it in our direction. But of course, they gave it to Islam. They have to do a rematch. I would feel if I were Islam and a guy that everyone said had no chance against me, a guy that was half my size, a guy that was coming up in weight, was able to push me to the limits like that, I would want to do it again to put a decisive finish on it. I think it's very important for his legacy to really try to, in in his mind, right that wrong. I don't think it's good for him to leave it like that and go ahead and face another lightweight contender. A super close fight. Everyone counted Volkanovski out. Everyone discredited his coaching team, saying that we didn't have a chance. And I think, Volkanovski proved why he deserves to remain pound for pound number one and why they have kept him at that rank.